Hello, friends. We've got a hot take for you today on something that happened yesterday. It looks like we have another one of those fires in those internal combustion engine cars. Oh, you thought I was going to say battery powered cars? No. Looks like another one of those Toyotas caught on fire. Oh, you thought I was going to say Tesla's caught on fire? No, it was a Toyota and it was an internal combustion engine car. So I wanted to talk to you about that today. I'm Gino Licata, and this is our EV future. Let's talk about it. Okay, so here's the story. We've had an accident in Las Vegas. And the only reason I know about it, and I think the only reason anybody knows about it, is because it happened to a famous person. A member of the Las Vegas Raiders, Henry Ruggs, had a terrible accident with his Corvette. He was going over 150 miles an hour at one point, and he rear-ended a Toyota RAV4. When he did this at high speed, the Toyota burst into flames, and there was a fatality. The driver of the Toyota was a 23-year-old woman, and she was driving and had her dog in the car, and they are both deceased. And so it's a big story in the sports world, I'll tell you that much. The Raiders have just immediately released Henry Ruggs from the team. He has been charged with a DUI, and it looks like he is facing 2 to 20 years in prison. It's a big story in the sports world, but not so much in the automotive world because it's not a Tesla and it's not a battery-operated car. So why is this? As we know, the facts are that internal combustion automobiles, they catch on fire much more than battery-powered cars at a higher rate. Many, many more fatalities, but it doesn't get reported on. It seems that the media has an agenda. They want to portray battery-powered cars as dangerous. You'll recall the Tesla that plowed into the tree. And the policeman on the scene said, well, we know for certain, I can tell you for a fact that there was no one behind the wheel of that car. You'll remember it was a 67-year-old man, and he was driving in his neighborhood just a couple blocks from his house, and he plowed into the tree. It caught on fire and he died, and they found him in the back seat or something or another. And he said, oh, there was no one driving that car. Well, it turns out, they find out 6 months later after they do the investigation, that he was behind the wheel of the car. But they had all manner of, the fire department, it took them 4 days to put the fire out. And then none of that was true either. But here we have an internal combustion engine car rear-ended by another internal combustion engine car. It catches on fire. Why? Well, because gas-powered cars are like Molotov cocktails on wheels. You've got this big gas tank in the back of the car. They're almost always in the back of the car, and they're filled with this combustible gasoline. And you ram into them, and sometimes they explode, and people die, and it doesn't get reported on. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. What's going to happen next? Hey, NTSB. Hey, NHTSA. Hey, Toyota. Hey, CNBC. Why don't you all get your heads out of your collective asses and do something about this? Because you know what? The bottom line is this. On top of all the other reasons that we need to make this transition to battery-powered cars, to EVs, to electric vehicles, on top of all the other reasons, one big one is that gas-powered cars are not safe. This poor young woman died needlessly because we know that if you rear-end a gas-powered car, it might burst into flames. This is something that they could have done something about, but they haven't. They could even make these cars safer if they wanted to spend more money doing it, but they don't. So you have people dying needlessly at a much higher rate, not just more people because there are more gas-powered cars, but at a higher rate. Will it get publicized? No. Will CNBC say anything about it? No. Will you even hear about this accident unless you watch ESPN? No. So just a little bit of context and one more reason why we need to move forward to our EV future. I'm Gino Licata, and this is Our EV Future. I hope you'll like the video and please subscribe. We're new to this space. We'll have a lot more to say about a lot of topics that are relevant to you and to electric vehicles. Thanks for watching. See you soon.